to Creative to Creative. I am Jamela Smith, the driving force behind VI Sedona. I have a very special guest for you today. It is a wonderful, beautiful, creative Queen Kia White.
I'm Kia White. I am a model, a dancer, I'm an actor. I'm also a brand ambassador for King and Queen. You can find them at studiobumgroup.com. Also a brand ambassador for Island Girl brand. The Island Girl collection, which is, we have necklaces, earrings. You can find them at caribbeanlocalfashion.com. And I'm also a brand ambassador for 365 Swimwear. You can find them on Instagram at 365_swimwear.
Awesome. So I hope that you actually sit back, relax, and enjoy this wonderful show that we have for you today. Creative to Creative aspires to inspire creatives of all aspects. The belief is that as artists share their real-life experiences that are relevant to their niche, it will inspire other artists to not only start, but also to never give up on the talent that they possess. You want to tell us a little bit about your journey? I know you started before high school. I only know about St. Thomas. I know that you come here to Atlanta, but like, could you give us like a synopsis of where you were at before? I knew you used to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, my creative journey definitely started from childhood. First passion was definitely in dancing. I trained in ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, African, the whole nine for about 5 years. I moved back that was in Houston, and I moved back to St. Thomas at 14, and there was no such thing as dance. Like, I tried a dance team at high school, and I felt so out of place, like saying, this isn't it. But I got into modeling because it was a way for me to be creative. They had the first VI Fashion Week in, I think, 2000.
I remember that.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah, I remember that. That's true. I think that was 2000.
God, maybe 2000.
Seven?
I think it's 2007.
2007. Yeah, because I was 16.
And that was before. That was definitely before our senior year.
Yep, because that was before.
And then
I got pregnant.
Oh, true. I was to East Sanico in, I think, 12th grade at that time. So she went in it.
And she was in it. Yeah. So I did that, and that inspired me. That just came about because my mom was friends with the person, one of the
people who were in charge.
Yeah, the production people. So they asked me if I would be a part of it, and that inspired the rest. That was it from there. I did a few photo shoots, met a few photographers, and did a few photo shoots, and from there I guess that was my outlet, because I didn't have dance
Modeling.
and modeling just became my outlet, but it was never the end all, So I took a brief pause for the cause after I got pregnant with my son. A few pauses. A few pauses. And I moved to Atlanta, and I didn't do much work. I did Ride Along. I'm not Ride Along. What's the movie called? It is Ride Along. Ride Along 2, yeah.
Yeah.
I did Ride Along 2. I did the background acting in Ride Along 2. I did some photo shoots with Kevon Richardson.
Okay.
And at that time, like, I did a photo shoot with him so long ago, and it was a nude shoot, and I was so self-conscious. I was like, no. No, take it down. No, we're not.
Really?
I can't. Yeah, me.
You
Yes.
couldn't take it down?
I was like, no, take it down.
Wow.
I saw a body part. I didn't like it.
But I know even when you came back and we went in, we did Love City Live. You were conscious then too.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I didn't see
Just a
why.
little bit.
But then you know what? Everybody have their own thing.
Right.
their own specific thing that they have to work through.
Right, exactly.
that's it.
And see, for me, like, I've always been a free spirit. Like, my mother always called me an exhibitionist, like, cause I'm very free with my body, but
Yeah.
because of society and because of how other people judge you and view you, and because of the fact that I'm aware of it, I have, I would say, suppressed my free spirit to not be judged, you know.
That's surprising.
And I think a lot of us do that though in our own ways.
Yeah, we do. It is surprising coming from you. Freaking gorgeous. And
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. I just in high school, I admire you, and I know you for dance. It's weird because I don't think I ever really like see you like in like a dance production.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the way you move.
You know that's really weird that a lot of people know me for dance and I have never been in any dance production.
I funny like that too. Like the way you move, the way you hold upright, your stature. Sorry, your stature is so correct and proper. I'm surprised you didn't join one of them groups. So probably, I saw in one of your posts, like you were teaching classes from a young age, right?
Yeah, I was my mentor in Houston. That's who I danced. I trained with when I was younger. I guess she recognized talent as well, and I was homeschooled in all my middle school years. So I had a lot of free time, and she decided to bring me on board and allow me to start teaching classes under her.
Sweet.
So I would teach like the 3 to 5 year olds, and as I got more comfortable teaching them, I taught the intermediate classes
How old
as
were
well.
you?
I was 12.
You see, and when I read that, I was like, that is freaking impressive.
Yeah.
12 years old. At 12 years old, you're teaching a whole class.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, you said, 3 to 5 year olds, and what else age did you progress to after that?
6 to 9. I think they were 6 to 9.
Yeah, no, and they're right under you.
They were right under me, yeah.
That's
But
it.
I loved it. I loved it. So.
And to come home to, like.
To come home to what I call nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think if this was the case, then excuse me. But I don't know if Viper was still standing at the time.
That's what I was just about to ask you if you ever tried Viper.
My mother used to teach for Viper.
Yeah.
When I was
when you were young.
Way younger, yeah.
And my sister used to
I am shakes.
My sister used to she used to work there at that time too. I don't know when you just came down. I don't know if they were open, but I know I used to go there for like in 10th grade.
Yeah.
I took like a couple of classes,
Okay.
modeling being one of them too.
Yeah.
And they were open, but probably when you came down they were closed at that time.
If you were in 10th grade, then they were open because I came down in 10th grade.
Yeah.
And they were open. I probably just wasn't aware, but. Yeah.
Well, I went back to them last year, 2 years ago. Actually, was it last year? I myself needed a creative like outlet. I'm like, my mindset was just into like one thing straight away. I go from work, after work is home. It's just, I needed to do something for me. I found myself needing a creative outlet. I needed to do a lot of self-care. I didn't realize how important that was, or I should say that is. So even now in my life, like I go into all of that, like Jamila first.
Yeah.
Because a lot of what I'm realizing is if I don't take care of me first, then
how you gonna take care of anybody else?
Right? And nobody, not that, let me say nobody love me enough to do that, but like people go into their own things.
If you don't love yourself, then you can't show somebody else how to love you.
Exactly. That's it.
You just can't.
That's it.
You know, and for me that was such a struggle, and I know it's a struggle for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I made it twice as hard for myself because I had to take care of a child while learning, while not even realizing that I need to love on me too, you know?
Yeah. That's
So,
the rough part.
Yeah, so, and I had that was an obligation, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
an obligation. I have to, but I feel like it or not, whether I'm in the mood or not, this
You
child
have
might
to.
eat, I have to, yeah.
He's your child.
Yeah, so, you know, it was definitely a journey to get to this place where you feel like, no,
Yeah.
if I have to designate some time and love for me.
Okay, so since we're on a topic right now, how do you balance all of that? How do you balance being able to do your creativity, be a mother, and still go and do your own thing and provide? How? Because I
Honestly
know.
speaking,
Yeah, go ahead.
I have to really give it to the support system.
Okay.
Like, there was a point in time where I felt like, where is my support system?
Mm-hmm.
And the minute I started, and this is some real shit, right? The minute I started being grateful for the support system that I did have,
Mm-hmm.
was the minute my support system began to grow.
Feel goosebumps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, real talk. Like, I used to complain because I didn't have the support system that I wanted. I didn't. The people that I wanted to support me
Okay.
weren't supporting me. So I was like, I don't have the support system that I need. But that was bullshit, and that was
You know,
a lack of gratitude.
that's
because
the same thing. But you see like how you find out like that with your kids? I found out that way with myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that it's even the same when you by yourself and when you have kids as well too.
Yeah.
You know who Tony Robbins is?
Tony Robbins.
No, he is an amazing public speaker. Amazing. Like, athletes would go and hire him to be their motivation, and you'd find like at the end of the day, these people would win
Yeah.
their games. Like, he so full on helps people out in that type of aspect.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can't do it, I mean, I know you drop a couple few thousand, you know, but yeah, he's the man. So I went to one of his seminars, and he was like, "What is stopping you right now?" And he had somebody shouting out from the audience. Well, I have children. He's like, "Okay, you have children right now, but if you ain't happy, how you expect to take care of your kids?" He bring up Robin Williams. Robin Williams killed himself, or committed suicide, better yet said. He committed suicide, but when Robin Williams was around and he was on TV, always happy. You see him in media, always happy. But he didn't find a happiness within. What truly makes you happy, you know? So nobody could wrap their head around it. But although he could put a smile on your face, his internal, what's internal to him, it just didn't bring him happiness.
Yeah.
He just didn't have happiness inside. And so that speaks like volumes to me on so many different levels that I take that to heart. And so you see, like, even when I put my posts every day, like, I trying to motivate, not trying, I'm motivating other people while motivating myself, because I think it's so important, because we forget about our mental health.
Yeah, you only get to that place when you're ready to be transparent, you know? Like, I see your posts on Facebook and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I can see that I see your journey, and your journey is always, once you're transparent with your journey, like, it's always going to inspire somebody else. Like, that was I had to get there too, you know.
Yeah, and so that's even why I wanted to interview too, because when I be reading your posts and stuff, I just be like, this had like touch home, like at the end of the day, like, I thought I was the only one, you know.
Yeah.
And that transparency
resonated. That means a lot. I love that. Yeah.
Anyway, so random, or not really random, but go back to high school. When we were on a stage dancing, number one, I sorry because that wasn't my all. But it wasn't. But you know that night when we went on the stage, when we meet up and we were getting dressed and stuff, and I saw your shirt, I did not know that we were dancing for your brother.
Yeah.
I did not realize. I did not.
Yeah. Yep. He had just introductory night was November.
God. I don't remember. But it was November. Probably.
I think November. I think it was on his birthday, was it?
Was it?
I believe it was. He died on August 19th. And introductory night, I know for a fact, was in November. So he had just died the month before. I don't remember if it was really on his birthday or if it was somewhere around there. But yeah. That one was a hard one. I did not understand it.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it at all. But yeah.
Well, I on the stage, I'm like, wait, what? This is what we're doing? Why didn't I know this before? Like,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, so
I'm sorry. That was probably some last minute decision, or I don't even know. But I'm sorry that I didn't communicate that.
Nah, you were good. It had so much more meaning to it. I'm like, if I had known that, I mean, I don't know, why could I do different? But
girl, it was what it was. We did a good job.
But another thing, right? Okay, we did a good job.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I ended up finding out after, and it made sense. I feel like you were like an enclosed person, and that could have been why,
Yeah.
And for some reason, I feel like maybe if I had known, I'd have reached out to you, because I know that you say like you feel like people in our class you didn't necessarily get along with them.
Yeah. For the most part, I mean,
but not get along. That's such a strong statement.
Not get along.
But like,
I was really just how do I put
sheltered?
this? Sheltered. No, I was just always a loner. Like it. First of all, I didn't grow up with everybody.
You know what I mean? But what time? When did you move?
I came in 10th grade.
Okay.
So I came at a point where most of the people in the school already know each other from long. You know what I'm saying? They grew up with each other. 1, 2. I probably am a little intimidating to some of the females because I'm a pretty girl. I have a stateside accent. I have a big bum, and that's all a man needs to, you know what I'm saying, find interest. So I feel like there was some intimidation there because I would have to deal with girls just like not liking me just because, and I didn't know them from no place. Like I remember one particular this is something for a lot of us to really think about, because like I remember sitting in class and I was looking at this one particular girl, and I was just looking at her because in my mind I'm thinking, wow, she's so pretty, but her response to me looking at her was, what the fuck she looking at me for?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like you automatically just don't like me and automatically assume something because I'm looking at you, but really I was admiring you. You know what I'm saying?
You were intimidated before you even was staring at her.
But
let's be honest.
Yeah, like, and so things like that would just, and for me, I as well as the fact I was going through my own personal family things, like just moving there was a whole culture shock for me. Even though that was home, it was still, like I said, dance was such a big part of me. That not having that anymore, not having my normal friends anymore. My mother wasn't even there yet. Like it was just,
See,
and then the kids in school like get a face turn up, where I'm really like, I really make him come off standoffish because I'm shy, But really and truly, I'm like, inside, I'm like, oh, everybody.
Oh, no, I can be honest, like, I didn't get it from you as well, too, but also, like, you said how you kind of in your own wall. And, like, yeah, I had my group, but, like, you used to have me, I would never go running around the place, like, talking, like, being out there. I was just kind of, like, in my zone as well, too.
Yeah, once I met my clique, that was my clique forever. That was
I know. And people thought that you were in the 11th grade. I'm like, no, she in our class.
Yeah.
She in our class. Them is her friends, yeah. But she in class of 2008.
My work is definitely to empower women. And
Yes.
I don't, with saying that, I don't want to leave out the men, because I think men have a lot of empowering to undergo.
Yep.
Like, there needs to be more men influencing, encouraging, motivating, and teaching men and young men to be kings,
To
you
be
know?
great. Yeah.
To be kings.
I definitely agree with that.
But for me, it's been a long journey, long journey that it started with first of all, it started with my family structure. I grew up without my dad, you know. I wouldn't say single parent home for all of the time, but single parent home. And just you know, we all have our own family.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. So
that's the driving force as to why.
That's definitely a driving force. I could get into so much, but
yeah, I could imagine. You could branch out. That's not.
But no, but from your whole psyche is developed from childhood, you know, and that trickles into adulthood, and the decisions I made, and the people that I decided to be with, and the things I decided to endure, were all because of all of that. The whole upbringing, it's a whole yeah. You know, it's just layers, and you have to really. I got to a point where I had to stop blaming it on blaming my failure, or what I saw as failure, or lack of success, or blaming where I was in life and all this stuff on the things that other people were doing to me or whatever, and really just say, Kia, you should be mad at yourself.
Yeah, because you make it's
right, like you decided to put up with this. Don't pity yourself. Don't do that. Like, and that has really been a driving force for me. Like, I've always been creative. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to be into acting. I've always, even from a very young child, wanted to inspire women. I don't know where I got that from, but that was just in me, you know? Everything that I want to do really has always been something I wanted to do. But I think through life, we develop our whys. Why?
Yeah.
Like, and for me, I was taking a course, not a course, I was a part of a program one time that really got me to dig deeper for my why. Like, it was like, if your why don't make you cry, then it's not big enough.
Damn.
You know? And for me, my why, I try and break generational curses. I try and break chains, like, and build financial freedom of time. Like, I think it's important to teach financial literacy to your kids and stuff as well as to yourself, you know, so you could really build a legacy. And that's my, like I say, those are my whys on the surface level. Just to keep it, just to shut up, because I'm talking.
But to keep it short too, because I think we could, when it comes to personal life and creativity, I think we could keep going. Because one of my partners for creative empowerment, she made like a very valid point. Like, creativity at the end of the day is life itself. We were creative.
I was just gonna go there.
It starts like that. Yeah. We open our eyes. We decide what are we gonna put on bed slippers.
We shape our world. Yeah. We create the world we live in. We create everything. And we are already creating.
That's one of the reasons why creativity is so important to me. And not having it in my life break me down. So this past year,
because creativity is directly linked to the spirit. It's a direct link to the spirit.
That's it. And sometimes we end up like underestimating it in ways that we absolutely shouldn't. So that 9 to 5, not saying that you shouldn't work a 9 to 5, but 9 to 5 it's an amazing thing. You get the bills paid.
It does what it's good when you utilize it as a tool to reinvest in yourself.
That's right.
That's how I I personally feel, but that's not everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people
so
prefer that lifestyle, and that's respected as well. But for me, and for most creatives, we can't even. We cannot even.
I find out the hard way, and I'm glad that you say empowering women. So, if you guys haven't seen my bath bombs, they're absolutely amazing. They smell great. Bath treats by Sedona.
They are.
So those, how I came up with it is I was just in a difficult point in my life where I needed to leave the island, and I wasn't taking care of myself mentally, and so I ended up saying, you know what do I love to do? I remember in the past, and when she bought me this book that was basically about making soaps, and I spent like hours like going back over the things that I used to do, and I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do, and I do it literally in the shape of a donut, and I've done other things as well too, cake slices, stuff like that. Just to remember, like, you need to treat yourself. Women deserve to treat themselves, and again, not to push the men out, because you can use a bath bomb every once in a while too, but just remember, like, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, this is for me to relax.
That's for you.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think we all need that.
Could you tell us a little bit about how you go about going on your journey? Do you have to do anything mentally, physically?
Yeah. See, now I'm thinking about. I definitely have to do a lot of mental preparation because I suffer with anxiety, so I overthink everything. I talk myself out of opportunities. I do a lot of fair talk, you like just doubting myself, you know. And I can't imagine how much I actually have missed out on because of that. I probably don't even know, you know, but I know that I have missed out on a lot, and I proved it to myself just maybe about a month ago. I went to an audition, and I was already scared to go to the audition in the first place because it was an audition for what was said to be a Netflix series.
Ooh.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. Somebody sent it to me. I was like, I'm gonna go to this audition, and I got there, and I'm just like, remember, I'm shy, right? For real in real life.
Okay.
So I got there, and I'm like, and I'm there by myself. It was already. I had to talk myself into going by myself. Like, it's a whole mental preparation from home.
I couldn't imagine.
like do it, you know. Don't think about it too long because you're gonna take yourself out of it. So just do it. So I start getting ready.
Cause I already picture myself getting up and leaving for you, but
I'm gonna get there. So I'm like, just do it. So I just started getting ready, and then I went, and I got there, and I'm seeing like all these little spring chickens in my eyes walking around. They're like 18, 19, 21. That's how old they look to me, and beautiful. And I'm just like, okay, you 20, you almost 30. You get this mommy stomach on you. You don't have no titties like that. Like, I don't know what they're looking for. Oh gosh, you got to do a monologue. You weren't prepared for a monologue. I said so much negative crap to myself, and I was like, you could just get up and go. You know, nobody ain't even gonna know. Like, nobody's gonna know. Plus, I had to pick up my boyfriend from the airport, so I'm like, yeah, you got to pick him up soon anyway, in about an hour. In an hour, you know. I was doing the most, and I said, shut up. Like, I had to tell myself, shut up and sit down and wait for your number, because if nothing else, you're gonna face your fare tonight. Like that, I literally had to tell myself that you're gonna face your fare. If you don't leave here with nothing else, you leave here with knowing that you faced your fare and you got over it and you did it. You embarrassed yourself maybe, but you gonna face your fare tonight. And I faced my fare. I sit there. I got my number, and I was like, just do it. Just go up there and do something. And because I was able to tell myself shut up and just live in the moment, I was able to shift my mental state from why I wasn't prepared to preparing myself. Like, what are you gonna do when you get in front of that camera? Because you have to have a monologue. You know, if I was busy thinking about the reasons why I can't do it and the reasons why I'm incapable of doing it and I'm not prepared, I wouldn't have been thinking about what I can be doing. You know,
that's
what
so
I
true.
could do.
Because it's taking up a whole different mental space.
Exactly.
You know? And
exactly.
that's a distraction. Sometimes we distract ourselves.
Exactly.
I am very guilty of that.
Exactly. And I got the part. I got the gig.
Congratulations.
I got the gig. So
all of that.
Yeah, all of that doubt.
And just to say that I feel, and I'm sure you can resonate with that, is that the things that we fear the most, I feel, are the things that we need to actually be out there doing. I feel that if you actually go out, approach your fears, conquer them, like, if you conquer them, what can anybody tell you? What can anybody tell you? And it's a great feeling, and just to know that that was the outcome.
Yeah.
Even better, right?
Yep. So I've definitely been making a practice of facing my fears, and I've been getting so much more done. Like being here today, I don't like speaking. I'm not a speaker. I get shy. I shut down. I get nervous. I get anxiety, and I say, you know, what you gonna do? You gonna not do it? Like you gonna not do it? You gonna not speak? Where is that gonna get you? You know? And
thank you. I appreciate you coming.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate you for having me here, for asking me to do this. I really do. But yeah, every opportunity is an opportunity for you to face your fears. If you spend your whole life doing what's comfortable or what you are fully capable of doing, there's no room for growth there.
No, because you don't challenge yourself.
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's very important.